Back in 2018, I loved the PlayStation. And believe it or not, I also really enjoyed drinking eggs. Oh, fuck. Not really. What I did enjoy though was eating junk. Every Saturday night without fail, I made it into a pretty unhealthy routine. But nevertheless, I loved it.
Oh my gosh, nice.
I was crazy, but that was 6 years ago. What changed? I read David Goggins. I feel like a lot of people see routine and structure as a good thing, but when your routine is PlayStation and chocolate and Coke, that is definitely not a good thing. I'd like to think nowadays I'm a bit of a healthier person than I was all those years ago, but it's fair to say it's been a journey. Whether it be running for my country, doing work, or even doing kickboxing. I now really enjoy just being productive and becoming a better person. But if I'm honest, balancing all of these things and YouTube, it can be difficult. My life nowadays is much busier than it's ever been before. Balancing work with university, whilst balancing YouTube with training and everything else in my life, it's hard. It's fun, don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it is difficult. So without further ado, here is a week in the life of a pretty shy, a pretty introverted 19-year-old kid with a big dream of becoming a YouTuber. Let's get into this. So starting on my favorite day of the week, Monday. Morning people. Happy Monday. So 6:30 now and then hour in the car driving to work. But what is work? So my job role is a construction trainee manager. And all I can say is my days are pretty hectic. I'm either in the office looking at drawings or I'm on site doing daily checkups. Work can be quite challenging. It's talking to new people, it's organising stuff, it's planning, it's looking at schedules. It's interesting, don't get me wrong, but it can be challenging. So my job starts at 7:30 in the morning, and from that point to around 4:30, 5 p.m, I'm pretty busy, and that's not a bad thing. But when you're trying to balance work with uni, with also YouTube and also training, it can be quite difficult. Currently in work, but I think it's time for some lunch. So I have my lunch around 2 p.m. and I have that, so I have it at 2 p.m. So when everyone else is eating lunch around 1, I've got like an hour of uninterrupted work where I can do YouTube script. And then when everyone finishes lunch, I have an hour then whilst eating lunch to also plan and do uni work. So it's like making that sacrifice of like, yeah, it's a bit lonely, yeah, you don't get to eat with everyone else, but I mean, that's the sacrifice you have to take in order to become the person you want to become, you know. And I try to keep telling myself that anyway. So I'm gonna have some lunch alone, but I'll have that silence to try make some progress on my uni script. Man, I'm not gonna lie, not much happened in the afternoon, so let's fast forward. Typically by 4:30 p.m, I do feel quite tired, but we gotta keep going. So I drive home at 4:30, get home at 5:30, have some food my lovely mother has made me, but then it's back on the grind with training and then editing before bed. So it's 9:20 now, been a long day, I'm quite tired, but I gotta follow my behavior checklist up there. So I've got 10 minutes meditation on the chair, 10 minutes reading before I go to bed, in bed, and then also saying goodnight to mum and dad, brushing my teeth and all the rest of it. So that is Monday complete. I will see you tomorrow. So every Tuesday I go into uni, which I do part-time. Only joking, I never go in. What I do instead is YouTube editing, and a lot of it. It's 6:08 in the morning, and I love these mornings, man. I can wake up and go directly to editing, which is what I'm gonna do. So today's pretty much broken up into 5 deep work sessions where I do nothing but editing. No driving, no notifications, no distractions, just a pure focus on YouTube. Not much happens on these days, man. They're long and challenging, but they need to be done. But yeah, that was Tuesday the 5th of March, now Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesdays are always the busiest days for me. In the morning, as soon as I wake up, I do some editing.
Oh, I'm tired.
I drive to work and then meetings. A lot of meetings. So I've got a presentation in 3 weeks' time. So what I'm gonna do, because obviously I don't have time, obviously with YouTube, so I'm gonna record it on my voice notes, and then every day driving to work and back from work, I'll listen to myself do the presentation. It's not always fun, man, but that's where discipline comes into play in my life. But yeah, we had some lunch and then we were just on site for the rest of the day, making sure everything was clean and tidy and we were making progress. Busy day, feeling good, ready for kickboxing. Let's go. So Thursday and Friday are pretty much the exact same days, except on Thursday I don't train and it's a full evening on YouTube editing, and Friday I train in the shack. So people, it is Friday today, at last. When I get home from work, at like 5 p.m, it's getting dark and it's cold, it's like, I can't be asked to do anything. As soon as I get in the house, it's almost a case of, don't think about it, just do it. I do it with cold showers, right? So after this, I'm already cold because I'm just training outside. But if you're struggling to have cold showers, just look in the mirror and just scream. Just go, ah! Get in there and just scream for about 30 seconds. And then you're like, oh, it's done. Oh, that was it. You know? So one piece of advice that I tell my younger self, but I try to live by, is just go, just do it. So that was a good session. We done some back and buys before going upstairs and finishing off a Friday with some editing before bed. So Saturday we woke up, done some more editing, called my nanny and granddad, went to kickboxing, came back home, and then just done editing for the rest of the day. And then Sunday we woke up, done some more editing, we went for a coffee. So Sunday we go out to a nice coffee, only cafe, only coffee of the week, so that was enjoyable. Came back home and then done some more editing, and then I finished work on a Sunday at 6 p.m, whenever tea's ready, and that's the earliest day I finish for work pretty much. And then I'll have either a warm bath or a warm shower, my only one of the week, do some journaling, have a nice warm cup of tea maybe, finish on the week on a high, on a good feeling, and then Monday morning back on the grind. So yeah, that was a week in my life, in Ben Jones's life. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you got value from it. Always remember to become more, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.